Welcome everyone to Leeds Playhouse and a very warm Yorkshire welcome to the Forward Prizes for Poetry 2023. Yeah. It's so exciting that this year's prize giving and readings are taking place in Leeds. Last year the event took place in Manchester, and it dawned on me this morning that the ceremony is following a route map of all the places HS2 will never arrive in. At this rate, the 2025 prizes will be handed out in Birmingham, in the bus station. But if the trains have given up the ghost somewhere not far above the M25, creativity and literature absolutely haven't. And you join us tonight during what has been an extraordinary year in Leeds, including all the razzmatazz of Leeds 2023 still going on around us, and the BBC Contains Strong Language Festival, whose reverberations are still echoing through the city. I know some people here have been part of those undertakings, and I'm sure you'll agree that they've showcased the artists of this region splendidly, and that Leeds has done them proud. I also wanted to mention the ongoing development of the National Poetry Centre in Leeds, the headline project of my laureateship. And the National Poetry Centre looks forward to hosting this kind of event in the future and giving a national home to what is on occasions an itinerant or dispersed art. In 1992, when the Forward Prizes had a very different format, a spiky-haired, pale-faced, post-punk, hill-dwelling probation officer called Simon Armitage was given the accolade Most Promising Poet. What it was I'd promised, and to whom I'm not exactly sure. At the ceremony in London, Sir Stephen Spender, the chair that year, said, "I'd like to present him with this award, but apparently he's in Norway." I think he meant Huddersfield. It's a common misunderstanding, but either way, I was standing right in front of him and said something along the lines of, "Here I am, hand it over." What he gave me, along with a cheque, was a framed certificate which has hung on the walls of various studies ever since. But what he really passed to me that night was a kind of confidence or affirmation, a nod and a wink that said, "Keep going." And I think that's what all prizes are about at the end of the day, a vote of confidence that says, look, you've embarked on a strange and inexplicable and quite possibly misery-inducing activity, but we hear you. Do some more. Of course, the prize money helps as well. I bought a pearlescent blue Vauxhall Nova, which proved to be an inspired and inspiring choice. I got about 3 poems per gallon out of it as I explored life beyond West Yorkshire through the lens of its windscreen. In the time I've been writing, poetry and the definition of poetry has changed, as it always must. The unembarrassed self seems to have seen off the shape-shifting other. The twin coordinates of relevance and relatability hold sway. For many, the warm glow of the spotlight or the illumination of a mobile phone is a more inviting prospect than the snowfield of the empty page. Poetry has changed, and the Forward Prizes have changed with it. Now more informal, more flexible, more outgoing, more performative, more lucrative, and possibly more meaningful. Seamus Heaney was once reported to have said that as far as poetry was concerned, the margins have become the new centre. It's a comment as much about authenticity as geography, saying that the true voice of feeling can only come from the true voice, and that those voices come in all shapes and sizes and pitches and ranges from all over the map. This event, taking place in this theatre, in this city, acknowledges that truth, as do the voices we're about to hear. I hope you enjoy the evening.